Hello everybody, it's Scarlett, and today I am working on this granny stitch cowl. I've done one of these before and it will be going up for sale very soon on my Etsy. It is a nice gray color. This one, as you can tell, is yellow, pink, and white and will also be going up on my Etsy. The yarn we're using is Sweet Roll. And I've looked to see if I can find this color again on like Amazon, anywhere. This specific color is old and I don't think exists anymore. But it is really late. It's like past 10. That's why I'm out here, so I don't disturb anyone. This is what it looks like. It's acrylic yarn and I'm just up watching The Resident, and something so cool that almost made me cry happened. This girl who had trouble with her lungs just survived a triple transplant of her pancreas, her liver, and her lungs, which is really, really cool. So a cowl is essentially a scarf, and there won't be string hanging from it, but this is essentially what it will look like when you wear one. Something like this. Something like that. But I think it is working up very pretty, very, very well. I have posted some new listings on my Etsy, which is Scarlett's Goods Crafts. It's the same name for my Etsy, my YouTube, and my Instagram. And I posted a cardigan. I'm going to post these cowls. There's probably going to be 2 with this specific color. But if you're interested, please go check it out. And if you can't buy something, don't want to buy something, please just spread the word about my Etsy. These cowls actually work up fairly fast, which I'm really enthused with because that means I go through yarn quicker. The reason I am doing these is to get some yarn out of my stash so I can buy more yarn, because I'm addicted to yarn. So yeah, and I also wanted to say that I adopted 2 little kittens, 7 months, and that I may show them in some of my videos. They'll probably just appear because once they get a little more comfortable, they'll come sit on me, yada yada. Alright, so I burned my end to make sure that it would stay. And I'm pulling and it's staying, which that's a good sign. But yeah, these are really, really simple, and I think I'm gonna try and finish off this tonight because that'll be the end of the cowl, just this one skein, and then I'll do another one from this in the morning. I don't know, I'm kind of sick, so we'll figure that out. But The Resident, good show for an older aged audience. Like I would say 15 older, because there is some coarse language. It is a medical show, so you see a lot of blood and guts and gore and literally scalpels slicing into bodies. It's a medical show. And there is some sexual content as well. Not like heavy, but there is enough, and from what I can tell, there are no like parts shown that are conducive to sexual content. This is my second watch through of the first 3 seasons because I got annoyed, and so I started over, and so I am on season 2, episode 14, but I would recommend the watch if you're of an older age.
She once told me that the boys used to call her Flirty Gertie.
Dr. Okafor and Dr. Pravesh. It's Gertie's niece, Nora. It's nice to meet you both. Is Aunt Gertie okay?
Please, have a seat. Gertie was found unconscious in her apartment building. Someone called 911.
Okay, there is always a slight risk with burning your ends in, like I do, and this is it. It literally came apart. So I'm just gonna cut my yellow here and go over that with this same color, and then I'll tie the skein back on. So yeah. So now what I'm doing is I split the one strand of yarn so I can tie a couple of knots to make sure that it won't come out this time. And what I did was just use a slip knot and half double crochet over a few stitches, then slip stitched and tied off my yarn. And then just to be sure, I'm going to just and tug. And we're good. I thought it came undone, but no, that's just the knotting. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm using a tapestry needle to split my yarn. I do apologize, I'm a bit shaky right now. And again. Okay, now I'm gonna tug and nothing's coming out. So now, back up here at the top, we are going to tie our skein. Skein back on, and I need to put something here so I don't lose my stitch. So essentially what we're gonna do is take our 2 pieces of yarn, line them up, wrap it around our finger, take that loop and shove the ends through. I didn't do it quite right because I'm like really shaky right now. And then you're gonna pull it tight by pulling on all 4 corners. You're gonna tug on it. And then you're gonna trim your ends off. Just like that. Sorry. And keep going. So what happened is the cats that I mentioned earlier, the kittens that we adopted, knocked over a succulent pot with 2 very lively succulents in it and broke the pot. So I'm gonna have to deal with that in the morning. That's what that giant crash was that startled me, because it's 11:05, and when you hear noises like that when it's so late, it startles you. So yeah, back to the cowl. So this is how much yarn is left for this skein, and that will be the end of the cowl. I will do this 3 rows of single crochet on the top as well. And I am going to sell this, so just be warned, there is a little burned ends here. It shouldn't bother you too much. Shouldn't, anyway. But yeah, so it is getting pretty late. It's like 11:19, 11:20. I'm not tired though. Like I took a lot of naps today because I was feeling really sick. I had a headache, sore throat. I'm doing better now though. But I'm not tired, so we'll finish this cowl and see where we're at. The poor cats. I had to vacuum up the dirt from the pot while they were in there because they're still too scared to trust me to move them out of that room just for 5 minutes while I vacuumed up that mess. So that was interesting, but we're all good now. I gave them a couple of treats to try to keep them trusting me because I was able to. They take treats. They let me pet them. They're still a little reluctant about the petting, but one will purr for me and the other really doesn't like it, but we are making progress on that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to finish up this cowl tonight, and then I'm gonna go through my yarn stash today or tomorrow, which is in like 40 minutes or something. Yeah. Anyway, and see if I can make cowls out of multiple colors, not variegated yarn or yarn, color changing yarn, just like I do the yarn changes myself. I might look into doing that to get rid of some of my yarn stash. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, so I'm just gonna finish this up and we'll see what's what after that, I guess. So we have made it to the last color on my skein of yarn, and I'm watching The Resident still. We are still on episode 214. And two of the characters, one had a heart transplant, and he went to a restaurant with his date, and his heart was racing, and he's sweating, and he just pretended to have a heart attack so he could get down on one knee and propose on Valentine's Day. Alright, I am now working on my 3 rows of single crochet to finish off the cowl. This is how much yarn I have left. I definitely won't use it all, I don't think. But yes, this is what we're working with. I probably am gonna go to bed after this because I have a wicked headache that I've had for 2 days now. And I'm afraid that if I don't medicate and take some sleep, drink water, take some medication and sleep, it'll turn into a very bad migraine, which it already is because it's not going away, but a worse migraine, which that's just fantastic because I'm already sick. I don't need a migraine on top of that. So yeah, we're just working on my rows of single crochets in every stitch. And I will hit you up or get back. I don't know where my end is. Right there. I will get back to you guys when I am done with my rows of single crochets. Alright guys, it is just past midnight, so I am just finishing up my 3rd row of single crochet. I just slip stitched, and this is all the yarn that was left. I have a bowl that I put my scrap yarn in, so then I'm gonna do the thing with my tapestry needle to split the yarn. Maybe not. Okay. I'll do it a different way. I just try to make a knot right on top of the knot that's already there, which is sometimes very hard to do. Then I do that again. Which I nailed it that time. Then that's gonna go in the garbage, and I'm gonna burn my end. And there's our cowl. So I'll put it on. It'll look something like this when you wear it. And that's it for tonight. This is what the other cowl looks like. It's a bit bigger and in the gray. Good morning, everyone. This is March 3rd, the second day of this vlog. And today I'm going to start by making some mystery scrunchies, because on my Etsy, I have a listing for mystery scrunchie pairs. And I don't have very many in this bin here, so I thought, why not start my morning off with a easy project. So yeah, we're gonna start with this yarn. It's Sunset. I didn't have a center pole on it apparently, so that's fun. But yeah, that's how I'm gonna start my morning. Alrighty guys, it took me a while because I did something new to make it more frilly. But this is scrunchy. Yep. Alright, I also really like this yarn, so I am now gonna make a cowl out of it because I can, and they're fast. Not as fast as this. I really like how this turned out. Not as fast as the scrunchie will be, but I can definitely do it. I was looking for this that holds all my tapestry needles. Yeah, so we are going to start a cowl. This is not, I don't know if this is like my own pattern, because I just kind of saw a picture and winged it. So I don't think I can make a tutorial. I need to count. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I lost count because sometimes my hook doesn't catch. This is probably so boring. Okay. So cowls are very good yarn eating projects, which is really nice because I've gotten through so much yarn. So I'm working on my cowl out of this yarn, and Passionate Kelsey just posted her new video for today. It's Monday. She posts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm not like that. Anyway, it is so twisty. It's driving me mad. Alright guys, I am moving pretty slow this morning. It's 10:17 and I'm just barely getting to the end of my third row of single crochet where that little round stitch marker is. I have just been informed that all 800 Joann's are closing. If you don't know what Joann's is, it's a fabric / crafting store that sells a bunch of yarn. And honestly, this doesn't affect me much because I don't really use the yarn that Joann's sells. I mean, I have. Like the gray cowl showed you guys. I have used their Big Twist. And it's nice yarn. But this doesn't really affect me because I'm broke and can't afford to shop at Joann's. So, yeah. So now that we're here, I'm going to slip stitch. So, through, chain 2, and put 2 double crochets in that same space. And now I'm chaining 1 and skipping 2 stitches and doing 3 double crochets in the third, and just doing that all the way around. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's what. I get most of my yarn at Walmart, so, because Walmart is cheaper and it's actually relatively good quality. I mean, their knockoff of Lily Sugar and Cream, it's called Peaches and Cream, and I have no complaints about it. And their other yarn is great. I mean, I can get Bernat there, which is nice if I want to do like a big project with fuzzy yarn. See? So, yeah, this is how it's working up. The colors are, sorry, I got a text. I like the colors. It's this yellow and then this orange. Anyway, yes, that's all I wanted to say. These are the kittens that made such a ruckus last night. Alright, everybody, this is how far I got, but I do need to post this video so I can film some shorter form content. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to go check out my Etsy, which is Scarlett's Goods Crafts, same name for YouTube and Instagram. Bye!